Alright, hello everyone. This is one of my more, I wouldn't say favorites this season, but it was something. I'll tell you what. So if you haven't seen the rest of the series, let me tell you what had happened after these two episodes that I did for the series for reaction. God, man, this is a fucking clusterfuck. I don't even know where to get started, dude. So, this is a love pentagon, perhaps, hexagon. So, there is, the main character, Keita, and let's say four, but there's three girls that kind of revolve around him. There is Tendo, who in the first episode, her name's Tendo, Karen Tendo. What? Nintendo is in her name. Interesting. And then there is who if you remember in the first episode really wanted him badly in the gamers club, but Keita was like, nah, I'm okay, I'm fine, you can go fuck off. So with Tendo falls madly in love with Keita, and I don't even understand why though. But like everything that Tendo breathes is Keita. Like she is obsessed with him, and it has affected her grades, her habits, her social life. She's gone insane for this kid, dude. Like she's head over heels, heart over heels, brain over heels in love with this kid. Absolutely. And then there's Aguri, who is Tasku, the gaming legend, girlfriend, who kind of like, I guess, meets up with Keita just to discuss their issues. And that's really the extent to it. But the thing is with Keita and Aguri is that their chemistry is off the charts. It's unfathomable. And then there is what's her name? Chiaki, who in the first episode was actually Keita's gaming buddy online. And at first, Chiaki and Keita hit it off immediately with gamer talk, but later on they find out that their gamer ideals are polar opposite, and then they start hating each other. And then, well, then let's I'll save the then for later. But then, so we have Keita, we have Chiaki, we have Karen Tendo, we have Aguri, and we have Tasku, the gaming legend. So, where Tasku comes in, Tasku has been trying to help Keita and Tendo kind of get closer to each other in a way, and Tasku is the one who tried to push Keita to introduce himself to Chiaki, and Chiaki starts developing a crush for Tasku, and changes her appearance for him. So we already have a weird diagram here. We have Keita, who likes Tendo, but is unaware of Tendo's real feelings for him. We have Tendo, who's in love with Keita, but feels as if Keita does not really care about her that much. We have Tasku, who becomes Keita's best friend in the series, and then we have Aguri, who is Tasku's girlfriend. But Aguri and Keita also consult to each other quite frequently. Um, and then there is Chiaki, who is gamer friends with Keita, but both of them don't realize it. And Chiaki has a crush on Tasku. Okay, so it's already a fucked up swirl of shit. So what has happened is all five of them come up with this weird ass plot. So the plot was Keita was gonna I guess ask Tendo to be his friend. I don't really understand that. Um, Tendo was going to meet with Keita so she could. What is it? I don't remember what she went. Why she went with Keita's invitation to talk to discuss. I think it was because she wanted to get closer to Keita as well. I don't remember why. She ended up going. I think she went in thinking that Keita was going to say "leave me alone" type of deal. I don't remember. During that time, Tasku and Aguri were pushing Keita to go do this, but they had ulterior motives. Tasku had suspicions of Aguri, and Aguri of Keita, and Aguri had suspicions of Tasku with Tendo. So when Aguri and Tasku both separately try to push Keita to, I guess, not really confess, but in just to ask Tendo to be a friend. Just a friend. Tasku would keep an eye on Aguri, and if Aguri looked weird, that would confirm that Keita and Aguri had a thing. And Aguri would look at Tasku to confirm that Tasku and Tendo were having a thing. And Chiaki went in it to, I guess, try to save Keita from heartbreak. But this is what had happened. So instead of Keita asking Tendo to be his friend, he instead asked Tendo to be his girlfriend. And she said yes, and the whole world exploded. So we enter that was just the first 6 episodes. We enter the next steps of this fucked up shit. So while Aguri was sulking and Keita was comforting her because Aguri confirmed her suspicions. Confirmed. They find Tasku and Chiaki walking together quite close. And then Aguri forms another miscommunication. The secret girl, secret ending. Chiaki's sister, who is an eroge maniac. She has to disguise herself all the time to by eroge. She is like lesbianics with her student council group, and she will like sniff their like ass sweat on the seat they sat on. So she's a bit weird. She has an encounter with Keita and kind of gets inspired by him. So I don't really think that Chiaki's sister is in love with Keita as well. Chiaki's through coincidence, through conversation, finds out that Keita is indeed. Well, Keita also has this indie developer that he's in love with. And Tasku kind of finds out that Chiaki is both Keita's gamer friend and the indie developer that Keita loves. But he doesn't tell Chiaki yet. And then they have this little weird gaming thing, this like board gaming thing, and Chiaki like finds out through conversation that Keita adores both his gamer buddy with the tag that Chiaki uses and Nobe, who is the indie developer that is also Chiaki. And she kind of just passes out, and she gets confused about her feelings, and ends up falling in love with Keita. Tasku notices the difference in Chiaki as well, and at first he was trying to push Tendo and Keita together, but now he wants to push Keita and Chiaki together. And then he calls Chiaki and says, "I choose you," which is a weird statement, and Chiaki thinks of it as a confession, which is just building up on the miscommunication of this clusterfuck. And so, some event happens and everyone is chasing each other across the city. We find out... Chiaki, I guess... I don't know what happens, but I think Aguri sees Keita with Tendo and Chiaki being all buddy-buddy. Well, being not buddy-buddy, but physical. Like, Tasku had his arms around the girls. And Aguri takes that as, like, double cheating. Like, he's just, like, being a fucking dickhead. But, in reality, Tasku is very much in love with Aguri. But, things happen. Aguri runs off. Tasku chases her. The two girls chase him because, well, not really him, but after him, to try to comfort Aguri. Somewhere before then, they Tendo and Chiaki were talking about how cool Keita is, like his passion for gaming and all that, and then they say that Keita would put gaming over anybody, including Tendo, his girlfriend. So shit happens, and then we find out that Keita runs to the rescue to Aguri, despite the trying to get his pre-ordered game that he's been waiting for. And so both Tasku, or not both, but Tasku, Tendo, and Chiaki all stare at the chemistry of Keita and Aguri as Keita completely left his gaming desires to comfort Aguri. And so it stacks up upon miscommunication. So here's the new diagram. Here's the new diagram. Okay. Keita likes Tendo Karen. And Tendo Karen is madly in love with Keita. Tendo Karen suspects that Keita is in love with Aguri. Okay, that's that relation. Tasku is best friends with Keita. Tasku is dating Aguri and is in love with her. Tasku is trying to mediate kind of like the situation between Tendo, Keita, and Chiaki. Okay, that's that part. Chiaki. She is in love with Keita, but does not want to show it. Keita doesn't know, by the way, that Chiaki is all this. she says that her sister is all that, is the gaming buddy, and Nobe, the indie developer. So Chiaki is in love with Keita. Also suspect originally she thought that Aguri and Keita were dating, but that she finds out not to be true. But she also suspects the relationship between Keita and Aguri. Oh yeah, Keita also thinks that uh, Tendo and Tasku are cheating on, or are having an affair. Not really cheating, but are having an affair with each other. Which is cheating, but whatever. Uh, and Aguri, who's dating Tendo, is also in love with Tendo. Not Tendo, Tasku. She also thinks that Tasku and Tendo are having an affair. And then there's I already explained Chiaki's relationship diagram. This is it's a bunch of mess. I guess, and Tasku's and it's just whatever. There's a whole lot going on. Episode 11 was kind of like a good finale episode. It had Chiaki trying to kind of confirm her feelings for Keita, and then Keita saying that everyone's so great. It's so nice having friends and whatever, cliche anime ending. Never repeated seeing then. So I don't know what episode 12 will be like. I think it's gonna be like a fan servicey non canon, everyone's just having fun episode. But let's find out.